Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ladies of Lavender. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and like to join the Ladies of Lavender family. Alright guys, so before we get into today's video, I did want to say happy holidays to anyone who is celebrating this season. I know that Hanukkah ends on Friday, I'm pretty sure, and then Christmas is right around the corner. I'm not really sure about any other holidays that are celebrating this week or next week, but again, happy holidays to anyone who's celebrating. And another thing, I did want to thank you guys so much for being so understanding and letting us not put out a lot of content this month. We have been really busy and really stressed, so we didn't put any content out last week and we won't be able to put anything out next week. So thank you so much for being so understanding. We all really appreciate it at Ladies of Lavender. So with that said, let's get right into today's video. So today's video is about PMS, or premenstrual syndrome. So a PMS is a collection of different symptoms like mood swings, tender breasts, fatigue, food cravings, irritability, and depression. 3 of every 4 menstruating women have or do experience symptoms of PMS. And one thing that's really important about PMS is that it occurs usually in a pattern. PMS usually occurs a week or 10 days before you get your period. And usually it's the same symptoms over and over and over again. For me, I personally get kind of emotional and I do have mood swings, but most importantly, I get irritable. Another really important thing to understand about PMS is that sometimes it isn't really controllable, or you don't know that you're experiencing PMS until really after. So what will happen with me is that I'll get really annoyed with something, or really upset about some small thing, some small inconvenience, and get really emotional, or I'll be really happy and then get kind of sad. And sometimes these are really hard to register as being PMS and not my actual emotions that I have brought forth to express. Usually there's some things that I can't really control and that catch me by surprise. And I know that this is very common in a lot of different women, so do keep that in mind, that sometimes PMS isn't something that can necessarily be controlled. Usually I'm able to understand that what I'm experiencing is PMS, so I can try to remind myself that I am sad because I'm experiencing PMS, not because I'm actually sad. I am getting upset at someone because I'm experiencing PMS instead of that I'm actually mad at them. So if you remind yourself of that, sometimes it does help. PMS does happen in a pattern, and you will usually experience the same symptoms whenever you have PMS. And these symptoms can be extreme, but they can also be treated. And one extreme form of PMS is PMDD, or dysphoric disorder, which is just a branch of PMS. And dysphoric disorder, or PMDD, is actually just a very extreme and very heightened case of PMS. It's really hard to tell the difference between PMS and PMDD because they sound a lot alike, and they also experience a lot of the same symptoms. The only thing that we can really say is like the differentiating mark is that PMDD is just a very extreme version of PMS. One quote from the Mayo Clinic said, "Although regular PMS and PMDD both have physical and emotional symptoms, PMDD causes extreme mood shifts that can disrupt your work and damage your relationships." So that's one good example. So PMDD can also happen when someone is experiencing underlying conditions, health conditions rather, like anxiety or depression, and those things really heighten the result of PMS, because most menstruating individuals experience PMS because it's really just part of the hormones and stuff like that. But if you already had anxiety or depression or anything like that before and unrelating to your menstrual cycle, sometimes that can cause a harsher reaction of hormones, causing harsher PMS, if that makes sense. So PMS, going back to PMS can be caused by changes in hormones. And if anyone is still a little bit blurry on this, hormones change throughout your monthly cycle. And this is referring to women or menstruating individuals. Your hormone levels will rise and fall based on where you are in your menstrual cycle. So when you're on your period or like a week before, your levels might be like totally different than they are from normal. So that's why you're experiencing PMS. It's because it's a sometimes it's like an unbalance of chemicals that can cause that kind of reaction. One thing that can trigger PMS is a chemical, like a brain chemical change. And like there wasn't a lot of information on how this happens, or if this is normal, or if like brain chemical imbalances or whatever comes with the menstrual cycle. But it did say that if you're low on serotonin, which is the happy chemical, sometimes it can cause PMS. So how do you deal with PMS? There isn't really something that's like, there's no I don't believe there's any like antibiotic or anything that targets PMS, because it is really something that's caused by hormones. There is stuff that you can get to relieve some of the symptoms. I personally use birth control pills to help me manage PMS along with other menstrual things, but PMS is one of the big things that it helps me with. And it basically just helps me, like it just makes the symptoms a lot easier to handle and control. Whereas before, it was pretty bad. Like I would get very irritable or very upset and really have no idea why I was feeling those things and not be able to stop them or register them really. So this really gives me a chance to combat them, visualize them, respond. There are things that you can do, but PMS is really just a part of your menstrual cycle, so it is really completely normal. If it is starting to annoy you or become really obvious and persistent like mine was, I do encourage you to talk to a doctor or a trusted adult, parent, guardian, or even a friend about what they think. Your doctor will be able to tell you what is best for your body. But some things that you can do at home are get lots of exercise. So I would recommend, because of the pandemic, to maybe go on a walk around your neighborhood, a very short walk, or maybe meditate. I know that really isn't exercise, but it does calm down your breathing and really help you focus your mind on whatever you really need to. And also maybe doing yoga, and then also eating healthy. Eating healthy is so important, especially on your period, because your body is putting itself through a lot of work to take care of you. So eating healthy really helps your body get the energy to do the things that it needs to do. And that goes along with getting enough sleep. When you're on your period, your body, like I said, is working itself very hard to do the things that it needs to do to keep you healthy and keep your body healthy. So getting enough sleep, or getting more than enough sleep, really will give your body enough energy to do what it needs to do. I would recommend getting about 8 hours of sleep, maybe even more, like going to bed early when you're on your period, to just really give your body the more than enough energy to get what it needs to get done. And the last thing is just do things that make you happy. This doesn't have to be just about you know, a checklist where I need to do these things to make my body medically happy. Like, just do things that make yourself happy, you know, like your mind, your body, your soul. Like, if you like board games, play board games. If you like running outside, playing soccer, doing sports, you know, putting on different outfits, putting on makeup, I guess filming TikTok, that's a big thing now, reading, drawing, anything like that. Just do what makes you happy and make time in your day to do those things, especially before your period, because it really puts your head in a good place and can help your body so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know that we haven't done a lot of educational videos lately, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this one, and thank you so much for watching this far. If you have, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ladies of Lavender. We post every single week to give you guys a heads up on what video we are posting for the week. But we also do donations every other month, and this month is a donation month. So we would really encourage you to go follow us on Instagram to learn about how you can donate. We do accept mail-in donations, and our address is down below if you want to send us something. If you have any questions about today's video or questions about periods in general, you can send us an email at ladiesoflavender20@gmail.com, or you could send us a DM on Instagram at Ladies of Lavender, or you could leave a comment down below. We usually get a lot of comments, and so I would encourage you to, do that if that makes you comfortable. We have a really good community here at Ladies of Lavender, and we usually get a good few questions a week. And the good thing about our community is that if we can't answer the question fast enough, or if we answer the question and maybe wasn't exactly what the person was hoping for, there are like 5 other people or so who respond and help and give support. So do not be afraid to reach out. You do not have to leave a comment down below. You can send us, a DM or an email if you feel more comfortable doing that. And just again, keep in mind that we're not medical professionals. We're just more here to give advice. And if you do have a medical question, we will direct you to go to your doctor. But that's just because we have your best interest at heart. All right, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in, 2 weeks. All right, bye guys.